According to movie news site Coming Soon, Sylvester Stallone is still moving full speed ahead with a fifth Rambo film to be titled Rambo: Last Blood, and he plans to direct the film himself. Christian, is it too late for another Rambo film?
No! It's not too late. I finally get to talk about Rambo every time I watch it on the computer as you guys talk about it. Yes, this is the one that you want to do. This is the tone. Rambo 4, by the way, was the tone that the Expendables should have stuck to. The 80s action feel, because that's what 4 did. Rambo 4, I loved. I thought it was exactly what it needed to be, old Rambo. And he wasn't trying to do too much. He just got on the turret and just shot. Perfect. Do that. Let's see what happens in number 5. He's back home. Who's he fighting? I don't know. There are rumors.
I was about to say something really inappropriate, but anyway.
Well, he was apparently, the rumors are that he might be fighting like a group of like white supremacists. Would be interesting to see him fighting on home turf. We've never seen that before.
I heard Mexican drug cartel.
Maybe. So whatever it is, sign me up, Rambo. What do we got next? How are you going to go out, buddy? Blaze of glory.
I'm a big fan of that TV show Parks and Rec, and I just remember this one episode when the TV went out and Chris Pratt is trying to entertain anybody in his house who decides to reenact the entire Rambo 4 script. And the camera comes back to him and he's like, "You bring the guns?" "No, we didn't bring guns." "You ain't changing nothing." But I'm going to disagree with you a little bit on the sense that I don't think Rambo 4 was an 80s style action film. I never saw any film in the 80s that was that graphic and that gory. It's almost like I rewatched that final battle sequence again this morning. So I went back and just watched that. Oh my goodness! How that movie wasn't an NC-17 is beyond me, and I'm with you. I liked it a lot, actually. Yeah. But one of the reasons I really like the story is because if it's true, because I haven't seen any confirmation other than Coming Soon themselves. So let's put that little asterisk beside that this is still, let's call it maybe right now. But if it's true, the title excites me because we've always talked about how that first Rambo movie, First Blood, was such a different movie. It was almost an anti-war movie in many ways.
It was.
The first one.
It absolutely was.
It was a powerful character study with some action. Rambos 2 and 3 became really fun popcorn 80s icon movies, but they were so different from the first one. Calling this Last Blood gives me, could they be going back to that tone of the first one? I would just love it. Anyway, Dennis.
I'm the opposite of you guys. I did not like the last Rambo.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you did for some reason.
No. I mean, I think I got some flack last time because I mentioned how ultra-violent it was, but that's not what turned me off. I just wasn't entertained by it. So for me, it was just like, heads popping up, blah, 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 blah. But, if Expendables 3 had done super well, I don't know if we'd be talking about a Rambo 5 right now. I think we'd be talking about Expendables 4, but...
Sure, but if Stop or My Mom Will Shoot did well, we might not be talking about Rambo 4 either.
Exactly. So, for me, it's too late. It was too late a while ago.
What do you think, David?
It seems like he's not having as much success with the films he's been doing lately. His last 5 movies have not performed that well at the box office. Expendables 3, the latest example of that. I wonder if this niche of guys that are 60 plus, Schwarzenegger and him, doing these action movies, these kind of retro 80s, early 90s action movies, is kind of wearing off. I mean, you have Denzel and Liam Neeson having success, and it's a different kind of movie. They do like the more gritty, kind of, somewhat realistic action movies. But now, I just don't know I don't think people want to see it anymore. I mean, I think the box office has shown that they don't want to see it. Expendables 3, I think, proved that.
But I think that's because just what you said with those other movies is that the tone is way off, and it was the gimmick that they're playing off Expendables 3 was, look how fun it is to have all these guys. Everyone's in on the joke. They were just goofing around, and Harrison Ford's going to make some one-liners, and that's it. As where these Liam Neeson movies you're talking about do have a more serious tone, and regardless of what you thought about Rambo 4, it's still stuck to that. It's trying to be a serious movie, and the team that they had together, I want them to stick to that theme because the original 1972 novel by David Morrell, First Blood, is an incredible novel. I like to see them go back to that, the way Rambo thought in this movie.
How different would the landscape be right now? Because you're talking about those old 80s style action films with the old 80s actors. How different would our landscape be right now if just a couple of years ago, that Schwarzenegger film, The Last Stand, if that had done what I contend to be box office business that it deserved. I thought that was a really fun movie, and nobody went to see it at all. And like, but if that one had made, let's say, 90 million domestically, as opposed to like the 20 or something it made domestically, how different would our landscape be right now with Rambo films or whatever? Would the conversation be different?
Absolutely, because what Stallone did right and what Schwarzenegger did wrong, in my opinion, was that Stallone, when he wanted to revitalize his career, he came out the gate with Rocky, the latest Rocky, and Rambo, and Schwarzenegger just threw out The Last Stand, and everyone's like, well, what's that? Where's Terminator? Where's Conan? And now it's a little too late for him because he's just not hitting. Sabotage was a stink pile, and
Well, we'll find out next year with Terminator how too late it is.
Right.
Hey everyone, if you liked this video, click that thumbs up button and make sure to subscribe to our AMC Movie News YouTube channel. It's free and helps you stay up to date with all the latest movie news, as well as our daily AMC movie talk show. Also, make sure that you follow us on Facebook and Twitter to stay up to date with all of our special promotions, contests, and prize giveaways.